Just a quick overview to change out your fuel pump. First, you're going to troubleshoot the system. You will get access to your test port here on the high side of the fuel rail. Actually, the whole fuel rail should be the same pressure. Remove that, put on a pressure tester. If you have low pressure, it's not maintaining pressure with the ignition on, engine off of around 35 to 40 PSI, you have a bad pump. If it does that, and let's say you start the car and it won't maintain pressure, you have a bad pump. Your engine's going to idle hard, start hard. These are symptoms of a bad fuel pump. This is your input line here. This is your return line here. The return line comes off the bottom side of your fuel pressure regulator here and goes back to the tank. If you have no flow through this line, and you have pressure here, a good chance you have a bad pressure regulator. To test a pressure regulator, make sure you have your vacuum line hooked up to your manifold that comes around here and to the back. These are pretty simple. I've actually never had one go out before. So chances are it's your pump. Let's say you've diagnosed that. In order to start working on it, you're going to remove your pump's fuse, which I've done there. You're going to crank your ignition to relieve the system of pressure. The next thing you will do, you can disconnect your battery. You're done there. You're going to remove your back seat. I have videos on all these things that will follow. Remove your back seats. You're going to clean out your trunk, remove the tire, and your carpet folds back. I set some bricks on there to gain access. There's a, God bless your soul, whoever did this. There's an access panel in the trunk area. 10 millimeter bolts, you will remove that access panel. Of course, all of this is in a very well ventilated area. A garage with the door open and a fan really get some good circulation going. You may also need to, which I am now full here. Let's see, I'm kind of doing a couple of things at once here. You've gained access to your pump now, the pump area. You'll remove that access panel on the top there. And once you've done that, clean extremely thoroughly around the top of the pump before opening the tank. So you've cleaned, you've vacuumed, you've done all that to get it cleaned up. You're going to remove, there's a ring clamp, you're going to remove that. And this will pop up. Next, you have access to work with these, a little more wiggle room. Remove your connectors, tape them to the side so they're out of the way. Now you can remove these lines. I put a rag under mine because they leak a little bit. You need to pinch these. This will pop off. And you're going to save these retainer clips if you're putting a new pump on because they don't come with those. I bought a generic pump. And you had to splice this in, but it saved me about $150. That was the only catch with the generic pump. Now I'm redoing this because my O-ring seal came off. That's the seal around the top of the tank. I was throwing a code P0440, and when I filled up with gas, my tank overflowed. So I had a full tank. It's a good idea. You buy a siphon and a little gas can here. And what you're going to do is you're going to get some of that extra gas out of your tank so that you have room to work. It's best if you do this with an empty tank or really close to empty tank. Going to make your life a lot easier. And the videos to follow, I'll show you in more detail what parts you will need to do this. All the tools is the next video, as well as a little more step-by-step. So enjoy.